Alfassa, the mother of Aurobindo Ashram, born on 21st February 1878 in Paris, in France, attained Samadhi on 17th November 1973 in Puducherry in India. Mother said, do not pretend, be. Do not promise, act. Do not dream, realize. Mirra Alfassa, known to her followers as the Mother, was a spiritual guru and occultist and a collaborator of Sri Aurobindo, who considered her to be of equal yogic stature to him and called her by the name the Mother. She founded the Sri Aurobindo Ashram and established Auroville as a universal town. She was an influence and inspiration to many writers and spiritual personalities on the subject of integral yoga. Mirra Alfassa, the mother, said, do not pretend. Yes, most of the people pretend, but be what you try to pretend. To be, you have to be a karma yogi. What is a karma yogi? A karma yogi is a person who keeps doing work without expecting. Not only keep doing work, is deep in love with that particular work, not expecting anything back. He's just his interest. He and she and the work becomes one. And then melting point, a new theory, a new philosophy, a new birth happens, a new experiment which brings us some truth. That truth is very close to love, and that love blooms to become God. That was what Mother was trying. Do not pretend. Pretension is killing people. Pretension is dangerous. Pretension is disease. Mother said, do not promise, but act. When somebody asks you something, then much before they could even think, you act on it. Yes, that is how a political structure has been made. Much before people could ask, the politician should do everything. There's a school in Bangalore city called Rakum School. Their students are admitted. Only what the dress what they're wearing is allowed inside campus. They asked only for admission, but that school provides them dresses, 3 sets of uniform, 3 sets of color, 3 sets of yoga dress, 3 sets of karate dress, sports dress, running shoes, slippers, and breakfast, lunch, dinner, and education from kindergarten to post-graduation, and trying to get them job, trying to get them 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler driving license. That should be the leader. Do not promise but act. There is no promising that. Just an admission. And that school doesn't have any state government, no central government, no foreign aid, but only in public donation. Just only in public. That public donation also not much of begging. Just this. The person who runs that school says, asking without asking. Zen in the art of asking without asking. Mother said, do not promise, but act. That act is the reality of a leader which leads, but not yield to pressure tactics. Mother Mirra Alfassa said, do not dream, but realize. To have the realization, you have to be with the people, be with the children, be with your family, and then you can really feel, if you're conscious, the realization happens. Mirra Alfassa was born in Paris in 1878 to a Sephardic Jewish bourgeois family. In her youth, she traveled to Algeria to practice occultism under Max Thion. After returning while living in Paris, she guided a group of spiritual seekers. In 1914, she traveled to Pondicherry, India, and met Sri Aurobindo and found in him dark Asiatic figure of whom she had had visions in her childhood. During the first visit, she helped publish a French version of a periodical Arya which serialized most of Sri Aurobindo's post-political prose writings. During First World War, she left Pondicherry along with her husband Paul Richard. After a 4-year stay in Japan in 1920, she returned to Pondicherry for good. Gradually, as more and more people joined her and Sri Aurobindo, she organized and developed Sri Aurobindo Ashram. In 1943, she started a school in the ashram. In 1960, it established Auroville, an experimental township dedicated to human unity and evolution. She died at Samadhi on 17th of November 1973 in Pondicherry. Mirra Alfassa.The Mother, Aurobindo Ashram mother, said, "Love is not sexual intercourse." That's a talk going on. The first look is crush, second is like, the third is love. The first crush is you might get a crush on your film actor, on your teacher, on your guru, or this or that. That is not the real love. The second is if you do not pretend, and B, if you work, do not promise, but only act, then you start liking that particular subject. Once you like the particular subject, then you have a not a vision. You passionately in love with that. You passionately get involved with that particular subject. Then from like, when love have to bloom, you and that particular subject becomes one, and then love blooms. In that love understanding, if you wanted to carry on with your life, there's a different subject. Love is not sexual intercourse. Most of the people think when they write a love letter, it is intercourse for them. No. Please keep that a separate one, is what mother said. Love is not sexual intercourse. Do not just jump into conclusion. If it is a sexual intercourse, then you have taken things for granted. To understand the love, you have to understand the plant. You have to be with the plant. Then you have to nurture the plant by watering the plant to make sure that it is not diseased. You have to fence it up for it to grow, and you have to appreciate the flowers and fruits coming out of the plant. You and the plant, it's so much deeply involved. Only then it's called love of the husband and wife, love of the boy of the girl, love of the parents and the children, love of the guru and the shishya. Such is the effect. Love is not sexual intercourse. Mirra Alfassa.The Mother, said, love is not vital attraction and interchange. It's not even vital attraction. Love is not the heart's hunger for affection. No. Heart is not looking for affection. The moment heart is looking for affection, that means you are trying to grab, you are greedy, you are selfish. You are just allow it to happen, and you are enjoying. Yes, your orgasmic experience is not to have an intercourse. Even a talk is an orgasmic experience. Yes, you had a release. Even sitting silently with a person is an orgasmic experience. Sitting with the subject is an orgasmic experience. Cooking together, taking baths together, walking together, discussing together. There's no need of a special release. There is no special film release happening in that particular. Once you think of a release, then the disease happens. Then you are in a hurry to get things done, to see the end result. Love is not the heart's hunger for affection. Love is a mighty vibration coming straight from the one. Mighty vibration. It's a vibration of your interest. It's mighty vibration of watching the rainwater falling. And then jumping into the rainwater. If you are healthy, if you have worked hard, then you have to jump into the rainwater. You take a bath, and then much before the rain comes, you know the clouds are coming, and then you make sure the path is clear for the rainwater to rush to your pond. A great welcome, red carpet welcome. And then you make sure that that rainwater, what God is given, what nature has given, it is to be used to drip irrigate all the plants during the dry season whenever the rain doesn't come. And when you know how to do the rainwater harvesting, the borewell is recharged, the well water is recharged, and the greenery is throughout 365 days. Love is mighty vibration coming straight from that one. And when you see the sunlight, you are not scared. When you're in the hot, be the hot. When you're in the cold, be the cold. Zen says, such is the vibration of that one. You go into the sunlight and you experience the beauty of the sunlight. You do not look whether you wanted to be sunburned or you wanted to be, want to get tan or you want to become fair. No. It's just an expression of love. And once you understand the sunlight, you will take the solar and light and many things can happen. When you don't use it, when you're not deep in love, then it is wastage. Love is a mighty vibration coming straight from the one. Mirra Alfassa.The Mother of Ashram said, and only the very pure and very strong are capable of receiving and manifesting. Only the very pure. You should be very, very pure. To become very pure, you have to work very, very hard. 7 times a day you work very hard and you had a giddiness, you fall down and you get up. That is the first time you have started the work. Yes, that means all the rusted ones have to be cleaned up, and you can see the amount of stretch the body has given, power the body has given. Only the one, and only the very pure and very strong. How do you become strong? By deeply getting involved. If you do not have a land, never mind. The city people I'm talking, that they work together. If they are in the flat, they make sure the flats have got beautiful rainwater harvesting, solar, and a beautiful vegetable garden and a flower garden where you take some of the flowers to make sure that you do the bhajan and puja in that area, and you and your wife together clean up the house, wash the dishes, clean the clothes, and take the children and then practice the yoga, karate, and music and dance. And only very pure and very strong, then only you are called very pure and the very strong, are capable of receiving and manifesting. Then you will receive beautiful God's blessings. That blessings has got power to stabilize the family, and that family which is strong and pure has got joint link. It just links. You do not have to look into it. It can be a joint family of your own culture, of different varieties, and then you see the family tree. The experiences of the last 30 years of Mirra Alfassa's life were captured in the 13-volume work Mother's Agenda by Sat Prem, who was one of her followers. Mirra Alfassa.The Mother of the Aurobindo Ashram said, do not pretend, be. Do not promise, act. Do not dream, realize. Mirra Alfassa.The Mother of Aurobindo Ashram said, love is not sexual intercourse. Love is not vital attraction and interchange. Love is not the heart's hunger for affection. Love is a mighty vibration coming straight from the one. And only the very pure and very strong are capable of receiving and manifesting. This is my 339th small.